When we last saw Janice King and Victoria Crane, both were in pain and couldn't walk even short distances under their own steam. Dennis Adams, a healer who also works along with medical doctors, agreed to treat them. Let's look back at that day. Today we have Noreen Caseberg King, and she wrote to us about her daughter Janice. It says, I have a 34-year-old daughter who has had a lifetime of pain due to bilateral dislocations of the hips and scoliosis of the lower spine. She also has degenerative arthritis in her right hip. All that can be done medically has been done. She would like to be free of some of the pain she has to endure. I hope and pray that a healer may find some relief for her. Your help in making contact would be greatly appreciated.
This is the hip that's giving her the most discomfort. What I'm doing is I'm turning into the source, or I just call it God, and because we don't know what's going to happen just yet till right now, actually. So, running energy into the body. Feel any of that?
I feel pain.
Okay. She's honest. I like that.
That hurts.
You right in there?
It feels like it's pulling hard.
Okay. Am I hurting you too much?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of energy is jammed in what they call the nadis. It's sort of an oriental form of the acupuncture scenario. When the energy starts to back up, if I apply too much pressure, it's going to hurt. So I'm going to try a different aspect. I'm going to go to the reverse polarity of the energy. Is it getting better? Easing up?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
Are you okay?
When I hurt, I get really emotional.
Well, I don't blame you.
Really? I'm going to come into the spine, feeling that this is a better place to approach it.
Dennis, is it asking too much to expect relief right now?
We're talking 35 years worth of stuff here.
35 years worth of stuff, but the bottom line is, yeah, I really believe we can alter this pain right here, right now.
Well, Janice, did we?
Yes.
Really?
I feel a lot better.
You know, during that segment when we were watching that, there were some people out here kind of laughing and snickering a little bit. It's hard for them to believe. You convince them. I can't.
You want me to get up and walk?
Well, yeah. And tell them how you were feeling before and how you feel now.
I had pain all the time across the back of the hips. I was scrunched over. I could hardly walk across a room. When I did try to take a few steps by myself, I was flapping my arms like a chicken. I no longer do that.
Yeah? And what percentage would you say you're healed? Curative pain.
Oh, the
Relieved
pain
of
is...
pain.
the
I don't know
pain-
what to call it.
The pain is gone.
It is?
It's gone.
Okay.
The only time it hurts is just like everybody else, is when I do too much.
Now, Dennis, you can sit down, Janice. Dennis, you know what? I, like everyone, am curious how this works. What are you feeling when you're doing this process?
Well, I turn into, you know, what I call God or Yahweh or Jehovah or Buddha, or pick whoever you think is in charge. And I just turn into it, and that energy just comes through, and then you just learn how to direct it and put it into the body and affect the results.
What do you say to people who say, come on, come on, it's in her mind?
Well, it's real easy. The proof's in the pudding.
Okay, and let's ask her brother. This is her brother, Don. Have you seen an amazing improvement in your
An amazing difference. In the last 20 years, she's barely been able to move around much, even to family affairs and stuff. She's pretty restricted movement. And we went on a camping trip here just a week ago, and she was out in the woods and walking around and takes care of herself completely on her own. No cane, no walker, no nothing. It's an amazing difference.
To what do you attribute this success?
The healing.
You do?
It directly happened immediately after she saw him. And then she saw him again and even had improved results after that, too.
Okay, thanks, Don. All right, that day, Victoria, how are you feeling?
I feel fantastic.
No, that day.
That day, I
first
felt
day.
like death warmed over. And after sitting backstage for over 4 hours, I was in agony. And when they called me to a back room with another name, and I didn't know whether I was getting makeup or what, and I met Dennis and knew for the first time why I was here. And I thought, oh yeah. But I looked in his eyes and he had such kindness and compassion. I thought, well, why not?
Okay, well, let's go back to the first time we met Victoria.
I caught my high heel in a rubber mat at the top of a flight of stairs, and where everybody else would fall down and break a leg, I just and went out and came down like a rock.
So what kind of condition were you in before you met Dennis, which was, you can verify,
Well,
right before the show?
I was in a lot of pain. I deal not only with the pain from the back injury, but I have tumors pressing on the sciatic nerve in my back and arthritis in every joint in my body. So by the time I had sat here several hours, my code 5 had gone up to about a 6.5 and was rising rapidly.
That's your pain threshold? You
Yes.
give it numbers? Okay. Why don't we take a look at Victoria and Dennis? Dennis, we're going to see you in action.
All right. I'm going to slide my hand down the other leg. See, what we've got is the human body is an electromagnetic field. It's a carbon-based structure, and the legs are the grounding device. So if I can clear the grounding mechanism, then the pain has a way to let go. Things don't jam up in the body.
Jam up in the body.
That's true. Okay, let's see if this one moves any better.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Much better?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's weird.
I know it's weird. It's,
Yeah.
That's why they call that miraculous.
It's just,
Loose, right?
yeah.
Okay. And the back doesn't hurt from doing this?
No.
And you couldn't move them before? Okay.
Not
And you're a
without being
skeptic,
shooting.
right?
Yeah, I'm a skeptic.
I love it.
So how do you feel?
I couldn't believe it. The pain stopped, and you saw suddenly it felt my legs could go up and down. I mean, I bent them. In fact, I kind of felt like I was holding onto my cane because suddenly my pain wasn't holding me up anymore.
Now, am I going to put you on the spot if I ask you to stand up right now and
No.
show us?
No.
Yeah? I don't want to make you hurt.
No, I stand up.
Yeah?
But I don't have, well, I can't tell you about my shoulders, but I was having horizontal pain through my hips and then shooting down both legs.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I don't have it. I
Okay.
don't.
That's
But
interesting.
I
Well, Victoria, did it stick?
it stuck, and I dug out my 5-year-old high heels to put on. And
You haven't worn them in 5 years?
5 years since I had my accident, since I fell. And I was going to say I got my life back, but I almost have a new and better life. Last weekend, I took my 2-year-old granddaughter, and we went down to the San Diego Zoo on Saturday, and I did the up and down hills pushing the stroller, leaving the rest of the family about a block behind us. And the next morning, we leapt up and went to the wild animal park. And we zoomed up the hills to see the dinosaurs, and we zoomed down to see the herb garden, and then we went on the tram, and I feel fantastic.
Okay, do a cartwheel. No, I'm kidding. That's great. One treatment, Dennis, right? One treatment. All right.